So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Roadside Prophets, 1992. This is going to be another New Line Cinema release. I fucking hated this piece of shit. This movie sucks dick. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 stars. I guess it's supposed to be a 1992 version of Two-Lane Blacktop, since Arlo Guthrie is in this, and he also did the music for Two-Lane Blacktop, only this one has motorcycles instead of cars. John Doe from the band X. He's working in some fucked up factory, and the politically correct, annoying dialogue starts from the get-go, right from the very beginning of the movie. Of course, there are no special features for this movie because this movie sucks. So this guy in a mullet and a beard, like, he starts checking out John Doe's motorcycle. He's got a similar type motorcycle, only maybe 10 years older. These collectible type Harley Davidson type bikes. Whatever. I don't know anything about motorcycles, so I'm just basing it off what I saw in this movie, okay? I'm not a motorcycle collector. I don't ride motorcycles. So whatever they tell me in this movie, I'm going to take their word for it. So they decide to go to a stripper place where there's this video game that I never heard of. Mullet beard guy starts playing a video game, and then he gets fried by the video game machine. I'm not making this up, okay? Then, meanwhile, Adam Horovitz from Beastie Boys, he's like hanging around, lighting Roman candles and jumping on the roof and doing crazy shit. John Doe is bummed because he's paying his ex-wife alimony. He's got a shit job, and he's around 37, which is still kind of young. So I don't know what he's fucking complaining about. He gets some pussy later on, I guess. It's all off camera when he meets some hot-looking stripper babe in Nevada. So John Doe decides to play hooky from work. I guess some girl named Angie at his work is like covering up for him, trying to use sick pay that he doesn't have, or workers' comp, or whatever. Workers' comp fraud. Well, he's riding his motorcycle to Nevada because the mullet beard guy, the dead guy, he cremates the guy because the guy said he has no family. So first he pours the remains in the dude's motorcycle gas tank, I guess. It's like spilling all over the floor in his apartment. And Adam Horovitz is dancing on the roof or some stupid shit, lighting Roman candles. And then he tries to drop it off at some rich estate where the guy had family, apparently, and they just leave it in the dumpster. So he picks it up and he decides to go on a road trip on his motorcycle, to this place El Dorado that his dead friend mentioned. Of course, El Dorado doesn't really exist. It's really a place called Jackpot in Nevada. So he rides from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. I've been through that stretch, but not through Los Angeles, rather through Bakersfield, I think. But the terrain looks kind of similar with the desert and the cactuses and shit like that. So it kind of reminded me of my honeymoon during my first marriage when we went to Oregon and then Las Vegas. Oregon to visit my mom, and then she well, first it was South Lake Tahoe, then Oregon, then Las Vegas. I think that's what we did on our road trip. Anyways, so they meet Timothy Leary because Adam Horovitz, John Doe's bike breaks down. So Timothy Leary gives him the part that he's missing or some shit. And then he bumps into who else does he bump into? Oh, John Cusack. He's like a ditch and dine guy. He likes to gorge on food, like he hasn't eaten in 2 days. Then he jumps on the counter and he says, "Free food from the poor," or "Free food for the poor." Sorry. Some more politically correct bullshit. Then they bump into David Carradine, who's like, he's living in El Dorado Canyon, which is just like in the middle of nowhere. And he's smoking this like Indian pipe thing, peace pipe thing. So I don't know how to explain it, but I guess he's putting hashish in there. So the three of them get stoned and they get lectured not to. They get lectured to cut the frickin' 6-pack plastic thing on the top. That was fucking annoying. And then what else? Oh, they decided to go to Ely because there's a Motel 9 there. I guess Adam Horovitz lost his parents at a Motel 9 or some shit. I forget the story, but he wants to search every single Motel 9 in the vain hope that he'll meet his parents so they'll remember him or whatever. So they're just kind of putzing around, riding their bikes, and Adam Horovitz crashes his bike. He gets a part from some dude who has cancer and some lady who has AIDS. Don't know what the fuck that was all about. Then they make it to Jackpot, and they see the Four Jacks casino that's supposed to be lucky, but they lose all their money. They end up borrowing $3,000 from the house and losing their bikes to pay it back. The burlesque dancer gal slash instant girlfriend, she chips in $200. Then they're stuck hitchhiking in some annoying, politically correct, like reform school escapee or something. She's like hitchhiking. Adam Horovitz decides to decides to go along with her, presumably to protect her because she's too young. And that's about the end of the story. I mean, there's not really any plot. They scatter his ashes in the middle of the desert, and I guess that's their main mission in life. So, lame movie. I can't recommend it. I would say stay away, stay far, far away. It's kind of surprising because David Carradine is in it for like 5 minutes or whatever. Usually his movies around this time are pretty good, but this one just sucks. I mean, really bad. That's about all I have to say about this movie. There's a Beastie Boys song, and Harry Dean Stanton does a song. I didn't even know he was into music, but they try to be trendy with some kind of pop punk bullshit. John Doe does a lot of songs. I guess he's out of the band X by then. This is long after Billy Idol, and they even mentioned Billy Idol later on in the movie. I don't know, like Adam Horovitz is hallucinating in the desert after his motorcycle crash, and some dude starts mumbling something about Billy Idol, starts saying politically correct shit about, I don't know, being safe or whatever, being safe on motorcycle safety. And then Adam Horovitz says, "That's bullshit." So there's a lot of F words and swearing and stuff. I guess they're trying to be trendy 1992 guys. Adam Horovitz looks like a friggin' geek. And I just couldn't find any redeeming characters in this movie. I hated every single one of them, including David Carradine. So that's about all I have to say about this movie. Skip it later.